Talked about some of the injury issues. Wayno, you mentioned it. The Braves and Royals are both mired with injuries, in particular in their starting rotation. And Reynaldo Lopez, who was an all-star 2 years ago, he made one start last season. It was 1 year ago today on the road in San Diego. Complained of some shoulder pain, and he had to have surgery and was shut down for the rest of the year. Garcia will climb in. A one delivery, and a fastball is lifted into right for Ronald Acuna Jr. In front of the warning track, he's got it. And a couple of pitches to retire Garcia. 2-2 pitch, and it's lifted in the air to right. Acuna in again and towards the line. He's got it on the move, and it's 2 up and 2 down here in the first inning for Lopez. He will take one very close, and immediately Drake Baldwin, the catcher, is going to ask for an ABS challenge. A close call, but it is confirmed as a ball by less than a fifth of an inch. Very close.
Fastball 95 on the black of the outside corner, and Pasquantino goes down looking. Great start for Lopez.
And they turn to Michael Wacha. Brave starter Reynaldo Lopez went only one start last year because of an injury to his shoulder. Michael Wacha went a career high 31 starts.
He pours in a fastball strike in the corner.
Atlanta could be out right now. He could be out of challenges in the first inning.
This is interesting too, because
that's a strike.
It is a strike.
Call's correct. Atlanta is out of challenges.
If you're Acuna, it's the first inning. It's the second pitch of the game. You're really going to challenge that pitch knowing that you only have one.
He strokes one the other way out to right. It is Caglione over to make the catch. So Atlanta is out of challenges. Baldwin goes down swinging on a nice cutter from Wacha, and it's 2 up and 2 down. Olsen goes golfing at that changeup, and Perez showing it to Malinsky. Foul tip into the glove. That's the inning. A couple of 1, 2, 3 innings tossed by Lopez and Wacha, and it's Salvador Perez coming off back-to-back 30 homer, 100 RBI seasons. And he swings and skies one out to left field. Mike Yastrzemski, the former Royal, now with the Atlanta Braves, started back and comes in for the first out. There's a 2-2 delivery. And he goes back to that breaking ball, doubles up on the slider, throw down to first by Baldwin, and that is 2 strikeouts for Reynaldo Lopez. 5 straight retired to start his night.
So many times with good breaking ball hitters, you can expand under the zone like that. You got a guy who likes to hit breaking balls in the zone, throw the breaking ball under the zone, and he'll chase a lot.
He pops one up back a second. It'll be Albies, the second baseman, and another 1, 2, 3 inning worked by Reynaldo Lopez. Home half of the second, Braves and Royals are scoreless, and it's Riley to dig in. Another 1-2 pitch and a fastball chased by Austin Riley upstairs. He didn't get him 2 pitches ago. He gets him that time for the strikeout. Albies reaches out and grounds one to second in India. And it is another 1, 2, 3 inning toss by Michael Wacha. Pitches outside. We have our first base runner of the night. Lopez loses the 8-hitter in Collins. As we said, a little bit of speed on base for Kansas City here in the third. Isbell puts that one into play and knocks a base hit into center field. There's the turn by the speedy Collins, and he'll go first to third. And the Royals, looking for their first run of the season, have something cooking in the third. The top of their order up, and Michael Garcia. This one flipped into the air. Acuna.
We got action. We got action.
Acuna's got a great arm. Collins has speed, and there's the rope from Acuna. That'll keep Collins at third, and there are 2 down. Oh, they missed that for most of the season last year. Ronald Acuna Jr. can be electric in the outfield.
Best thing he does, though, is he gets behind this, he times it, so all his momentum is going directly to home plate.
So he retires his cousin Garcia and keeps Collins at third. Now it's up to Bobby Witt Jr. on a 2-2 pitch to Witt, who ropes it to right. Acuna is there, and that'll retire the side. Sale did it a couple of times last night. Lopez gets out of the jam here in the third, and we're still scoreless in Atlanta. Atlanta's center fielder will lead things off in the home third. Harris goes down on that changeup, picked up by Perez. Throw down to first for the out, 1 away. He pops one up right side. Pasquantino over near the Braves dugout. He's got it. And Michael Wacha 9 up and 9 down to start his night. Ronald Acuna Jr. leads it off against Michael Wacha.
And he promptly whacks one into center field. A base hit. Turned around a cutter, and that whizzed just over the glove of Jonathan India, who is in pursuit straight up the middle.
Fastball hit on the ground to the left side. Garcia in the shift, scoops it up, steps on second, throws to first for the out. A double play. Fastball down the middle, called strike 3. Olsen's down looking. And Michael Wacha has faced the minimum through 4 innings.
And now the Royals go back to work on offense, and Jack Caglione has the knock into right field. His first hit of the season, and the leadoff man is aboard here in the 5th. And he bangs one to Olsen. Fields the short hop nicely. Throw to second for 1. The relay's not in time, but Olsen, who won another Gold Glove last season, made a nice pick and got the lead runner.
Pitch is low. The throw down. Got it. Great throw by the birthday boy. Collins caught stealing. 2 down.
That is something that Drake has been working hard on over the last year. At spring, he was as sharp as we've ever seen him throwing out runners, and he carries that right over into the season. That was a great throw.
Isbell skies it out to center field for Harris. Boy, the defense for the Braves has looked really sharp these first 2 nights. Boy, the pitchers have been relatively sharp. Waka in particular. The defenses have made some nice plays. It's been a good duel so far. Another fastball with some run to it for the first out of the 5th.
He's been extremely sharp today. He's located his fastball, the top, the bottom, in and out. He's worked his changeup. He's used that cutter well. Right there you see he throws a little 2-seam run back fastball.
Yastrzemski puts down a great bunt. Waka over, and you saw the first baseman in Pasquantino say, don't even bother throwing it. The throw is a little offline. Pasquantino grabbed it, but that was a picture-perfect Mike Yastrzemski bunt. And Harris goes the other way, stroking it to left. Yastrzemski going first to third. Play at third. Tagged by Garcia is not there. Harris will take the extra base. Mike Yastrzemski putting pressure on his old club. First with the bunt single, then going first to third. Harris is in scoring position, and Atlanta's got something brewing in the 5th. Dominic Smith in his Braves debut. An opportunity to make good with his new club. He goes down swinging on that curve, and Michael Waka leaves a pair of Braves stranded in scoring position. Lopez goes to work against the top of the Kansas City order, and Michael Garcia.
Hit to the hole at short. Dubon gloves. Jumps. Throws it. Got him. Holy smokes. How did he get enough on that throw when he leaped in the air out on the grass? He got that there on the fly, too, didn't he?
Sure did. He knew that the leadoff man was burning down the line. He had to get rid of that thing.
This one he hits hard right center field. Long run for Acuna towards the track. He flags it down. And the inning is over. That was a close pitch inside, but Acuna is able to draw the one-out walk. He's aboard for the 2nd time tonight. On the ground, India scoops it off the deck. Thrown a second for one. Wits relay in time. And another double play in this series. A huge one. Turned by the Kansas City defense. Michael Waka, 6 strong shutout innings. Matching Ronaldo Lopez. We are still scoreless.
Fastball hit high in the air, deep left field. Yastrzemski's back onto the track, at the fence, leaps, and it's out of here. Salvador Perez gives the Royals their first run of the season with a home run. A solo shot just over the wall in left. Salvador Perez's first home run of the year, the 304th of his major league career. His march to the Royals' home run mountaintop begins.
Ronaldo Lopez gives up the first run of the night on a solo blast from Salvador Perez and gives way to Dylan Lee, who pitches in the 7th inning for a 2nd straight night to begin the year. Caglione line shot over Olsen towards the corner. Cut off by Acuna. Caglione looking for extra bases, and he'll beat the throw for a 2-out double. Kansas City at 2nd extra base hit of the frame. He throws the fastball up. He gets the swing and miss to finish off the frame. Former All-Star Matt Strom with Philadelphia coming over to Kansas City. Deals to Austin Riley, who's got another base hit. Rolled to second. India 2 second for one, which relay will not be in time. Yastrzemski able to beat it out.
Albies pops it up straight away center field. Kyle Isbell circles. He's underneath it. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. A scoreless bottom of the 7th.
Yoel Payams, who split last season with Milwaukee and Atlanta, will step in here in the top of the 8th inning. Good eye there. He takes a sweeper inside. Didn't break far enough for Payams. Runner goes. Witt breaks the bat. It's popped into center. That's going to drop for a base hit. Garcia being on the move that time ends up being a lucrative decision. So they run him with 1 out. Witt ends up flaring it out to center field, and it gets down to set up 1st and 3rd with 1 out in the 8th. Aaron Bummer, the left-hander, is on to face Vinny Pasquantino. 1st and 3rd. Bobby Witt takes off from first, thrown down by Baldwin. Witt had it with a great jump. And now 2nd and 3rd with only 1 out. Kansas City looking to add on here in the frame. On the ground, slowly a hit. Olsen kicks it. Pasquantino is safe, and the run scores from 3rd. It's 2-0 Kansas City. And a rare miscue by Olsen on a slow roller to 1st.
A couple strange things here. You never see Matt Olsen do this.
And now the Royals bullpen, after getting Strom a scoreless 7th inning, turns to their right-hander Lucas Erceg. Michael Harris once again goes the opposite way, muscling one to left. Oh, throw to first. They got Harris. A little bit too far off the bag, and Harris diving back is tagged out by Pasquantino. Acuña's the tying run at the plate, back at the top of the Atlanta order. On the ground, jam shot, roller to short. Witt's got it, throws him out, and the inning is over.
Carlos Estevez, his velo was down. Last year was 93, I think. This year was down in the 89 to 91 range.
Payoff pitch. And Baldwin works a lot to bring the tying run and Olsen to the plate. 2-1. Olsen ropes it into right field, a base hit. Thomas over to cut it off. Going first to third, Baldwin. Tying run is on base for Atlanta, and suddenly the winning run is at the plate in the ninth. Mateo's got over 100 steals in his career. Here's Yastrzemski, the former Royal.
A rocket up the middle, base hit. That's going to drive in Baldwin. Mateo around second. He goes from one side of the infield to the other. A single by Yastrzemski. They're at the corners, and it's a 2-1 game.
Tying run at third with one out in the ninth. Albies takes it all away, and they're loaded up.
That looked like the intentional. I'm not going to let Ozzy Albies tie this game. I'll take my chances with Michael Harris.
Line drive off the pitcher. It bounces away. The game is tied. Everybody's safe. A comebacker right off of Estevez. It ricocheted off of his body and landed by the third base line, and everybody advances, and it's a 2-2 game, and now Dominic Smith can win it. A 2-2 game in the bottom of the ninth inning, and the Braves looking for their first walk-off win of the year.
You can tell Carlos is just fighting it. His arm strength is not up to where it was for most of last season, and so he's trying to be as creative as he can with fastball placement, his slider, and his change.
Swung on and jolted high in the air, deep right field, back to the wall, a sonic boom out of the ballpark. Braves win it! A walk-off grand slam by Dominic Smith, and this place erupts here in Atlanta, Georgia. What a moment for Dominic Smith in a Braves uniform.